the first warm days of spring.
Right? Yeah, they're good, they're bad. It's time to get out. It's a time to open the windows. And for some, like myself, or like a big Sneeze McGee over here, it's time to sneeze and sneeze and sneeze. So we have Jonathan Evans from the Herbarium in Chicopee. We have alternatives for fighting spring allergies.
Yes.
And you were saying, I heard him guffawing, because you're supposed to let it all hang out when you sneeze, right?
Yes.
Just go.
You are.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get it. Besides, you're going to blow your eardrums out.
Yeah. No baby kitten sneezes.
It's not on purpose. Let's talk about natural ways to fight some allergies.
All right. Basically, the tree pollens, the grass, the trees, everything's going on. You've got molds. You've got all kinds of things going on at this point, and your body is overreacting to something that shouldn't be a big deal. There's some very simple ways to take care of that, to kind of help clear out the pollens and the allergens. One of the things that has been used is a neti pot, and this is where you would put salt water in there and you pour it up through the nostril and it cleans out the nasal passages.
That frightens me.
It's okay. You can use the salt water, you can use different herbal combinations to help clean that out. Especially if you're working on infection.
Salt water in my nose, it's been a problem. Like in the ocean, it's like not a good thing.
This is more of a controlled matter. You're only kind of going up through the passage.
So it goes in one nostril and comes out the other?
Yeah, if you really want to get to the sinus passages, that's a whole nother show, believe me. But some of the simple things, yes, some of the simple things. Peppermint, plain old peppermint, which has menthol in it, which is very, very soothing, opens up the breathing passages. Eucalyptus has something called eucalyptol. It's a cineol that's in there. Eucalyptus also helps as a great decongestant. You can also use something like an essential oil.
Now, Jonathan, we were just looking at these, like the herbs in their natural state, in their natural habitat. So how do you ingest all these? Do you cook with them?
You're going to make a tea. You're going to make a tea out of those. In some cases, you can make a tea. The peppermint, you can make a tea. The eucalyptus, you can make a tea. You can drink it, or you can just sniff it.
But the oils, you want to make sure you don't ingest those.
You never ingest the oils. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There's a lot of people out there, multi-level marketers, who are telling people that you can ingest this or put this in the neti pot and pour it in your nostrils. You do not do that. You never do that. It will burn, and you don't know how to get it out. So never, ever ingest these. But inhaling, no problem. So you take a couple of drops of the eucalyptus oil. Now, you're doing this thing in the office, okay? You're sick? Fine.
You feel great at the office.
You got the head stuffed up. Throw a little water in there.
And now what are we doing to this?
Just boiling water. All right, you're going to put a top over it, little steam build up, and then just make a little spout.
Indentation there.
Right, okay. Now, don't put your face in there, but let the steam come out and just feel that.
I can smell it from over here.
You'll feel it. Yeah.
And this is not, I mean, it's not expensive to get some essential oils like this.
Now, if you've got a sinus infection, plain old garlic, stuff you love, all right? Chop up some garlic.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm in the cup.
Chop up the garlic.
If I come back from that, that was amazing.
Put that in.
Ooh.
A little bit of water.
That feels awesome.
You're going to do the same thing, but let it build up.
Just
let the steam build up. Just the garlic. And do the same thing as a garlic steam. The garlic is antiviral, antibacterial. It's going to be very soothing, and it can kill, if you've got an infection going, it can help to kill what's going on up there.
But will you get garlic in your pores? Will you smell like garlic?
No.
Who cares?
You'll smell garlic, but you will not smell like garlic.
Okay, that's good.
The other thing that people like to use is local honey. The idea there is the local honey, which is unprocessed, still contains some of the pollen from the area. This is what pollen looks like, these little granulars.
Really? Okay.
And what people will do is take a little bit, maybe just a couple of those little grains in some honey and start to ingest it early. I'd say like a February, probably, for the springtime. And what you're trying to do is desensitize yourself to the pollens that are going to be coming out in March and April.
So if you're familiarizing yourself with it so that your body's not fighting so hard.
Exactly. You're building up your resistance, or you're getting your immune system out of overdrive, because that's all it's doing.
It can't handle all this stuff that's in the
Nettle,
air.
freeze-dried nettles are also something that are great. They are anti-inflammatory. They are anti-allergy. They also can help with the decongesting. This is something that has been used for a long time. Now, if you've got the itchy eyes, okay, from the pollen and everything else, you're rubbing, okay. There are homeopathic things like the Similasan allergy eye relief that you can use as eye drops.
What about a cold compress for your eyes?
Sure. How about a warm compress? Really? Chamomile tea. Chamomile, anti-inflammatory. It's beautiful. It's going to get rid of the redness. It's going to wash out and soothe the eyes. Get the pollens out. You'll be in great shape with that. And then good old-fashioned vitamin C. Lots and lots of vitamin C.
take the pill, have an orange. Any way you can get it, it's good.
Any
for
way you can get it in. Mostly, though, you're talking about doing the pills only because there's only 60 milligrams of C in an orange.
This is really packed, jam-packed.
It's like
500
eating a
capsule.
bushel of oranges.
Yeah, and you'd be doing maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of those a day.
I get you.
It's
Oh.
thinning the mucus. It's helping to strengthen the mucus membrane.
And your immune system.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Very
won't sneeze
nice.
like a baby kitten
I'm
anymore.
gonna steal this back from you.
Pleasure to have you here.
Still be
I'll
silly.
probably sneezing like a baby kitten.
It's
Coming
cute.
up.